Hello and welcome back again into our lesson number 9. And don't forget, we're still within our second module, which is data handling and essential functions within the Excel. And today, this lesson number 9, we shall cover what we call the flash fill and the text function, text to column function, how we do it and how we apply it within our Excel or to our data. And this mainly we shall focus on splitting the first or last names instantly without any formulas. We shall use this without any formula, as we're going to see step by step. As you can see on my screen here, I have some set of some tables which we shall use as an example on performing our flash fill and text to column. This requires no formula within it, and this mainly deals again when you're handling the cleaning within your Excel. So this is helpful. So let's get started. So within here, I have my simple table, which has my full names within here, and I want to get the first name and the last name within my full names. As you can see, I have John Smith, but I want to split this into two. I want to get the first and the last name. How to do this? When using the flash fill, what we call the flash fill. Now, flash fill is just a handle, or it auto fills the text based on the first cell you, or the first result you typed into the cell. When you go to the second cell, you just type Ctrl plus E function, Ctrl plus E, then it will automatically autofill or flash fill the rest of the result within your Excel. So how to do this basically? So we shall come over to our first cell where we want our first name to be, and this is John Smith, and we want our first name to be John, right? So over here, you just come, you write your first name over here like this, as it is within the next cell within the your original cell. And over here, after writing it there, you come to the second cell here and you click what we call the Ctrl plus E button, and it will flash fill automatically. As you can see, it has pulled out all the first name within the original column we have within our first name. As you can see them, let me just highlight them here so that you can automatically identify them. As you can see, it has pulled all the first name within our first column. Now, flash fill, what it does, it follows the pattern. When I wrote John here in the first cell, then I came into the second cell, then I pressed Ctrl E, which is the shortcut for the flash fill, then it automatically identified the pattern that I want to pull only the first names from my first column. So that is basically the use of the flash fill. You just type into your first cell whichever name you want to pull out, then in the second cell you type or you press what we call the Ctrl E, then it will automatically pulls that data as it is into your column as you want it. So let's pull what we call the last name. We want to get also the last name. How to do it? Just write the last name as it is within your Excel, like Smith, like that. You click enter, then you come over to your second cell, you press Ctrl plus E like that, and the names will automatically be filled up with the power of flash fill. As you can see, we've now got our first and the second name within our Excel. So that's how we use what we call the flash fill in performing several tasks within our Excel. So let's see what we call let's see another example. We have another example here, and this example we shall use what we call the text to column function. Now, this is within If you don't want to use the flash fill, the shortcut, you can use this text to column function, which is down, which is up here into the ribbon, as we're going to see. Now you click, or how to perform the text to column, you just highlight your entire cells or your entire data into the range. You come over here to the home tab, sorry, to the data tab, or yeah, you come to the data tab. Okay, so when you're there into the data tab, okay, there is what we call text to column. As you can see, it's over here. Then you just click it, then you just identify whether it is a delimiter or a fixed width. So this time we shall take what we call a delimiter. Okay, you click next, and our delimiter, you click whichever, if it's a tab or semicolon or comma, you just identify whichever you want to identify. Now within this time I shall put others. Okay, and within here I'll just type a space within there, right? And you will see up here it has separated our first and the last name. So what, how to do that? You just click any space, you put any others, you put any, maybe there is a colon there, maybe there is a slash or a space. Now in mine there is a space, I'll just put a space there, then I click on the next button and it will come like this. But when it shows like this, it means it's going to fill within my full name and then within my first name. But I want it to come over here into, to fill this columns as I set them, like my first name to be here and my last name to be here. So within here, what will I do? I will just change the destination here, which is E7, to be cell E, to be cell F7. Over here, I just change this to be to F. Okay, to cell F7. So after that, then I click finish. Then I click okay. Since there is already some data within those cells, then I'll just click OK, as you can see. So I've got my first and the last name. So that's how basically we use the column, text to column within our Excel to get our results. So I'll just highlight this, my answers. I put some color fields so that you can easily identify them. I'll center them. So that's how we use the text to column. Let's see another example here. Now within this here, we have what we call the comma separating our names. So how to use this? Same thing here. You can come over here, you click on your first name, which is Emma, like that. You click OK. Then over here you press Ctrl E. They will automatically autofill. You come to the last name also, you just write your first name over there, which is Wilson. Okay, you click enter, then you click Ctrl E, and you get what you call the first name and the last name. Even if you're using what we call the text to column, again, you just come over here, you highlight where your data range is like this, then you come over here to the data tab, you click text to column over here, you make sure you choose what we call delimited. Okay, you click next, then over here you click on others, then over here you write what we call the comma, right? Because the comma is the one separating those first name, and you click on the next. Okay, and within here the destination, you make sure you change this to B15. You change this cell to B from A to B, because I want my first name to be in column B and another one to be in column C, as like that. So you make sure you change this destination to the next column. Then I will click finish. As you can see, I click OK, and my names, they are automatically filled here, as you can see. So that's how we use what we call the flash fill within the Excel and the text to column in completing our cleaning text, okay, within our Excel, or separating different names or different words within the Excel. So make sure you hit a like, share, subscribe, and let's meet in the next lesson. Thank you. See you next time.